For my UI, I just showed a simple model for donating. The important part to discuss is adding the buttons and their functionalities once activated. It's pretty simple actually. I just created an array of developer product ID with their amount in a local script. Then, I looped to all developer products and cloned my template button for each amount and added it to a scroll frame. I made each button to call the prompt product purchase method from the marketplace service, providing the player and developer product ID. This is responsible for showing the prompt when you're buying something using Robux. The prompt product purchase has a callback called process receipt that, according to the documentation, must be defined so that developer product transactions do not fail. With that, I created a server script to handle the donation. What this does is once the player donated, the donation history will be stored in an ordinary data store. If the donation is processed, I just store it through, but you can be creative here and implement a purchase history if you want. I suggest reading the documentation to know more about process receipt and how it handles edge cases. Once the donation is processed, we will call donation handler that basically calls the functions we made a while ago that stores the donated amount. In order to show the data in the donation board model, I used a remote event. In my server script, I made a function that fires an event every 10 seconds. To get the information we need, I added another function to the donation board manager. This function will fetch all saved information in the ordered data store. After getting the data, I store all player information in a table like player name, all donated amount by the user, and the player thumbnail or picture. In the donation board model, I created a script that will listen to the remote event. I made a function that will call the getDonation leaderboard function every time the remote event is triggered. This method simply clear or remove all the current list, then render the updated leaderboard data. Implementing this system really helped me learn more about Roblox development. I'm still new, so please let me know if there's something I can optimize. I'll put the link of the documentation in Roblox and tutorial I found regarding the things I used, so that you can understand them in detail on how they work. I hope you enjoyed the video and make sure to follow and join my Discord to be notified on the next update.